Welcome back. Believe it or not, Kentucky football spring practice is set to begin next week. Will Stein's first real practices with his team. Maggie sat down with the Cats' new coach to learn more about how he wants to run things and what the spring game might look like for the fans. That's brought to you by UK Healthcare.
I've heard you say before, this is phase one of the offseason. Are we still in phase one? Have we moved to phase two?
We're almost to phase two.
Okay.
Phase two is really spring football, and that'll start next week, which is really exciting for our players, for our coaches, for everybody in this building, just to really put the pads on and to see all their hard work throughout the phase one of off season, which is winter strength and conditioning, pay off, and just watch them play some football. I think that's going to be fun for us as a staff to get the essence of what we want to do schematically, but then put the ball down and play ball.
How much of the scheme, to your point, has already been fleshed out versus, okay, you got to wait to get these guys on campus, see them work in the flesh, in pads, in the spring, and then adjust from there?
I think we're always evolving. Like, we're always extremely adaptable. Talk about growth mindset. Like, you get the players here, you have the essence of what you want to do on offense, defense, and special teams, kind of those core nucleus plays or schemes, whether that be like an inside zone on offense or a quarters coverage on defense, and you have what you want to do, but then you always just morph it, always, and not just today, not just tomorrow, but even maybe week 5 of the season when you might have something you didn't expect to happen that does. Might set a guy out for a game or not, and then you have to adjust the scheme. But that's why we put a lot on these guys early, kind of a whole part whole mentality in terms of how we teach it. It's always adapting, it's always changing. That doesn't mean that we just, one day we're gonna run the triple option, but we're just gonna fit our schemes within the personnel that we have.
Kenny Minchey's a guy we haven't really seen. We don't know much about, of course. You've done your homework, we know. What could you see from him this spring specifically that would make you really fired up for the season?
Well, I think when you get to know Kenny, he's very intentional. He's very focused. He's driven. Just has a great mindset about him and a great presence. I think he's a natural-born leader. The way that he can communicate and articulate things to his teammates is as good as I've been around. When we talked to the guys at Notre Dame, Mike Denbrock, the offensive coordinator, Gino Guidugli, a Kentucky guy, as his quarterback coach, they both felt that if Kenny would have played last year at Notre Dame, they felt like they would have had a similar season that they had last year, which was a 10-win season, which was really impressive. So I think when you think about the person, number one, a quarterback, a guy that's going to be the face of your organization, he checks all those boxes. And then when you just turn the tape, even in the time that he played might not have been per se the meaningful snaps that you want to see a quarterback play. When you saw the tape, when you see him play on time, throw with accuracy and anticipation, that stands out to me more than anything. I think he's mobile enough too to get you out of bad situations. And then when we've been doing some football activities this winter and putting him in the classroom, I think he can just spit back the information very quickly, efficiently, and that shows to me that he has the mental capacity to be a really good quarterback. Of
course, you have a couple weeks to figure out the details, but do you have any details you can share at this point about what you expect and what fans should expect from the spring game?
Well, we're going to play the game. It's going to be a real football game to a point, to an extent. You know, in terms of all the details, what I've done in the past is truly a 4-quarter game. You know, first part is kind of playing it out, and the second half is usually a running clock. And we'll have some live tackle, but not the whole time. But want to put these guys through different situations and play in front of our fans and get used to Kroger Field and what that environment's going to be all about. So it's going to be exciting. Will it be a full football game? Probably not, but it will look as close as we want it to look to a real game, just because we still want to protect our players, but we want to put them in situations that they got to, you know, adapt and play football.
What do you hope the guys working for you and playing for you at this point in your head coaching journey start to learn from the foundation of Will Stein, the head coach?
You know, no job's too big, no job's too small. I think that's number one, like being a servant to the people around you. I think that's huge in any type of leadership role, especially from the head coach. Gritty, you know, somebody that's tough-minded, somebody that's willing to fight through and persevere no matter what happens. And then sometimes it's just about the process. We all want wins. Wins will come with a great process. The people that I've worked for or played for, they all had elite processes. And that's, to me, what set them apart, because they were super detailed, they stuck to the process, they didn't deviate just because of a result. I think when you stick to what you're built on, the foundations, the DNA traits that we say that we're about, and that was really, to me, the great coaches in my life that I've played for and that I've coached under have been about.
Have you found your old season tickets in Kroger Field yet? Walked in there?
I have. I mean, I've looked over there and reminisced on all the great times. I saw a picture at my mom's house the other day, just rushing the field during that LSU victory back in 2007.
He did not get it! Victory! Kentucky!
You know, looking forward to many more memories to come, and the past, I think, can show us what the future can be. But I don't think I'm a firm believer if you don't focus on right now and the present, then the future is just a bunch of dreams and wishes and hopes. So we got a lot of work to do, and everybody in the country is working right now. Everybody is lifting weights and eating right, and about to start spring ball, and the excitement is there for every fan across the country. But what are we doing right now at the University of Kentucky to separate ourselves from the rest? That's my goal.
All right, save the date for the spring game. That'll be April 18th. But this Saturday, it's Senior Day in Rupp Arena. Before Otega Oweh plays his final home game, he sat down with Maggie. Their conversation next, only on BBN.